I'll seek you out, flay you alive. One more.
Hey guys, it's BerserkDev, and today we are starting a new series called Making a Bukkit plugin. So first we're going to make a folder called whatever you want really. I'm going to call mine Bukkit plugins for YouTube, I guess. And then we can just leave that there for now. Next we'll want to get a new tab and type this in. This will be in the description and it'll download Craft Bukkit and then drag that on your desktop. So now you've got these two files. We've got the Bukkit and the plugin folder. Now you've got open up Eclipse, which you can download at eclipse.org. Just download the standard, and it's in. This one is in version Luna. Don't need that at all. Okay, so from here, it'll start with this. So you want to just choose the folder that you just made. So mine's Bukkit plugin for YouTube, and then it'll just open that. Just wait for it to load, and then it'll come up with a welcome sign. So you just want to close that and it'll come up with this. This may look weird at first, but you will get used to it. This, and this we won't need at all. None of that will be needed. You only need this and this, and also the console for when it's done. Well, I won't even be using the console much. So I want to make a new Java project and call this whatever you want. So mine's going to be my first plugin. It's not literally my first plugin, but I'm just calling it that. And you want to make a new Java package. If you have a website already and you want to base it off that, and put your domain, like the end of your domain here, so com.co.uk, and then the actual name of the website. So if it's berserkstudios.wc.lt, so I'd put wc.lt.berserkstudios and dot first plugin or something. And, well, if you don't have one of them, just put me.berserk, well, what your name is, dot, and then first plugin or whatever you want it to be. So now I've got this, you want to make a new Java class and call this whatever really. I'm just going to call mine first plugin. Okay, so if we type in extends Java plugin, as you can see, it's not coming up with any methods because there is no methods. So what we need to do is right click on the Java project, go into properties, Java build paths, libraries, add external jars, go on to wherever you downloaded that Craft Bukkit thing and open it up. So mine is just here. I can open that up and click OK. So now we hover over this, we've got it. Okay, so from then on we want to do public void on enable. This is what will show in the console when the plugin is loaded, and public void on disable is what it'll show when the server gets stopped. So here we want to do get logger.info at that, and then we want to put has been enabled. So this, it'll already have the prefix of what you saved the file name as, so it'll say in square brackets my first plugin, and then after the end of square brackets it'll say has been enabled with a space. So we want to do the same here, get logger.info and has been disabled. And that's basically the main bits of it done. So after this we want to do a public boolean on command. So what we'll be doing here is when this command is registered. So what I do, command sender, This will be who sends the command. It can be player, console, well, any entity really. Any entity that's actually a player. Command sender, sender, command CMD. Want the string of command label and string args, and then open that up. So we just want an import command of org.bukkit.command, and then then we need a return statement of true. If it's false, then in the chat it'll like repeat whatever was the command that you typed in. So here we want if cmd dot equals dot if cmd dot dot get name dot equals ignore case. So ignore case means it can be in capitals, small case, it can be any capital or letter. So if it's hello, it can be that. It doesn't really matter what it is. It can be that. It can be that. If it's just equals, then it'll be exactly as it's written. So in here, if it says hello, like that, you don't need to put a slash because it already has a slash in there, seeing as though it's getting the command of the CMD. So if it's hello with just equals, take away the ignore case, like that, then only that would work. That wouldn't work. That wouldn't work. So that's why we put equals ignore case. And then we just want to open that with a curly bracket and then press enter if you're using Eclipse. Okay, so in here, so if someone types in /hello, then we want to get the player. So player equals player sender, like that. We want to import player. Okay, so now as you can see, it'll get the sender of the player, so you can do pretty much whatever the player can do. So you can get the player's name, you can set the game mode, you can give them levels, you can see if they're sprinting or sneaking or out. So we can do player.send message hello. So that'll just say it in boring old white. So if you wanted a chat colour, then you put chat colour dot and then any of these here. So it can be let's make it yellow, and then we want a plus like that. Okay, so now we've done this, then we can't just export it because it won't work. We need to right click on my first plugin and make a new file and call it plugin.yml like that. And it'll open this up. I don't want to use this, so I use the in editor, so open with text editor, so it'll open it here. So now you've got this here, you don't really need this anymore, so we can just take away that and I'll just drag it away. Right, so in the plugin.yml, you want to put, okay, so remember when you made this package, just here, that, right, and this, the reason why we did it in lowercase is just for remembrance. So if that was capital and that was capital, in the editor here, we'd have to put the capitals. So first you want to put name ... and then we can name it whatever you want. So mine's going to be my first plugin. We can set the version. These are required. There's some that aren't required but just helps. So it'll be version 1.0. It doesn't need a description, but you can, so description can be my first plugin. You can add an author if you want to, or authors so if you were just one person developing, then you just put author and then your name. But if it was a team and you wanted to list everybody in the team, put authors like that, and then you can put the dev or whoever's in your team and stuff like that, and it'd show up. So we'll just put, this isn't required though, I'll just put it there, like that. You can put a website if you want, so if you upload it on Bukkit, on the Bukkit website, then you could do it. And what you'll need now is the main. This is required. So remember how we did that me.BerserkDev.first plugin, then we'll put that first, me.BerserkDev.first plugin. If you made any capitals in there, this would have to be a capital. And then our main class, which extends the Java plugin, will be put there. So as his first plugin, so we'll just type in there first plugin. Okay, so now we want to put commands there. They want to go to, they want to put hello, just like that. And we want another 2. Right, so from here on, we want to put in here, it can have a description. Description dot dot say hello. It can have a permission. Obviously we haven't set up permissions yet, so we can't do that. And the permission could use anything. So if you are using Vault or anything, you will need to put a depend, just like that. And in there you'd put Vault. That's if you're actually using Vault, but we're not right now. If you're using SQL databases, you have to put database.true. And if you're not, you can just leave that blank or just write it in as false. But if you just leave it blank, then it won't do anything. Okay. So then now we've done that, we've pretty much done it. Now we want to put usage ... and then / hello. So that's this done. So now we need to press F5 on this or reload it, refresh it, or else it will export with errors. So if we export Java jar file, we don't need these, you can keep them, it doesn't make a difference, but we don't need them. And we can save it in our test server. So if you don't have a test server, then don't worry, just go watch another video on YouTube. Okay, so we want to save this in our test server. Like I just said, if you don't have one, then go look at a tutorial. Inside of the plugins, and call it whatever you want. So mine's going to be called my first plugin. And if this has worked, you should have no errors. As you can see, it's exported with no errors. So now if we drag this over here and reload it, I have an error. Not find class me.BerserkDev.first. Oh, okay. I made a quick error there. I put first plugin. So what if you got an error? What this is called is stack tracing. So you can see what errors has happened. So as you can see, it couldn't load. It couldn't find the class that, and as you can see there, I put first plugin. So I can just refresh that again and export it. Export Java, untick them, and override. So now we should have no errors. Wait, we do. Okay. Alright. Okay, sorry about that. So all we need to do is that. Yep. And as you can see there, disabling my first plugin, version 1.0, and has been disabled. And it's loading it and enabling it. So basically some people don't put it there because it already says it, but as you can see there it says disabling. So once you, after it's done disabling, it'll say it has been disabled. And so on. So when you reload, it'll disable it and then enable it, so it'll basically refresh it. So now we can open Minecraft and go into the version you made it for, which I made it for 1.7.10. If you downloaded the same craft bucket, then you'd be doing it for 1.7.10. So just open that, and then I should be able to go into my server. Okay, so local host. And here I am in the server. So if I op myself, BerserkDev, then I should be able to do whatever you would want. And if we test it /hello, it'll say back in yellow, hello. So that's it for this tutorial. If you did enjoy it, then make sure to slap that like button, comment and subscribe, and see you next episode.